Live and direct. It's Sway in the morning.
Right here on Shade 45.
One of the key components to this game right now is having foresight and vision.
I agree.
Right? And sometimes when you have foresight and vision that the masses don't share, you become somewhat of an enigma, almost like an alien, if you will. I remember a couple years back we did our hottest MCs list.
I remember that.
Right? And there was a storm coming, a movement that was taking place that people were identifying with, but they weren't latching on to. But a group of experts, if you will, and enthusiasts in hip hop knew that it was coming, and we put this man in our top 10 hottest MCs in the game. It was a preemptive strike, Heather B. The game didn't necessarily see it at that time.
Right.
See what I saw. See what some of the other guys saw. And now you fast forward a couple years later, he's at the top of the game. The entire game feels like they emulating and copying his sound, taking his magic. I ain't gonna say they stealing his energy, but they're definitely inspired by it. He got his new album out. He's here with us today. Give it up for Future, ladies and gentlemen. Future.
Yeah, what's good, man. I appreciate y'all for having me. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on, man.
Honest is in stores right now.
It is in stores. Is that when you say that, is that just, par for the course, or you being honest about you appreciate us having it?
I appreciate y'all having me.
That's an honest statement?
Honest statement.
Okay. All right.
Very honest.
I don't know if you remember, but I remember when you made the hottest MCs, and I hit you and told you, man, because a lot of people gave a lot of backlash. Like, how can you put Future on this? And we talked about this before, but I remember hitting you saying, hey, man, just keep hitting them with hits.
You told me right after that.
Yeah.
Right after.
Immediately.
That's why I say I appreciate this interview, because I know it's real.
Oh, yeah. We don't know how to be nothing but real here, man. You got a lot of, when I listen to your music, man, it feels like escapism for me. When you see the video for I Won, it's very relatable to me. Yeah. And as a grown man, because it's a video, Heather, it's a song about men who are celebrating their women.
Right.
And coming from this genre, that's rare. You know, is that what motivated you to write this song?
Of course. You always want to stand out and give the culture something, you know what I'm saying, instead of taking something away. And like you say, it wasn't expected at this time, meaning for this generation.
Yeah, right? And then you got Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye.
And, Kanye does a verse on there where, it's such a real record. Kanye's gotten, I don't know if anybody's got more backlash than him for the woman he chose to be in love with and share his life with. And he celebrates it on the record.
Right.
And I feel like it's a new consciousness now that I kind of like.
You like it?
I like it.
Exactly.
Right? Because, you rarely see that. Before, people hid their relationship. You're very open about your relationship with Ciara too, right?
Yeah.
And the album is called Honest, so I want to ask you some questions and to see how honest you're going to be with us. You ready?
Yeah.
This is all fun, Future, by the way. I ain't gonna... How much money do you have in your bank? I'm joking, man. All right.
Future like, yo.
When you first met Ciara, did you think it was love at first sight and that you would one day marry her?
Love at first sight. It most definitely was a chemistry there. You know what I'm saying? That was way different than I ever felt before.
Let me put that mic right there.
Yeah, it most definitely was a chemistry that I never felt before. But yeah, it was great. You know what I mean? From the beginning, we hit it off well.
How long did it take before y'all went on your first date?
Probably a week.
One week.
Yeah, one week.
And then the girl I'm currently with, it took me multiple months before I crossed that
the date line.
The date line, so to speak, and consummated the relationship. How long did it take you?
Wow. Man, don't never take me long with nothing.
Oh, wow.
Did it take a couple months?
A couple months?
Yeah.
He never took me a couple months for nothing.
Couple weeks?
We're going to just leave it off the record. We're going to leave it off the record.
Okay, so much for the honest. No, I'm just joking. All right, Tracy, you got an honest question?
Yes, I do. Don't kill me, Future. But let's just say it was obligatory for you and Ciara to pluck another female to bring to the bedroom for a threesome. Who would it be?
Another. It's gonna be hard. Well, probably. I gotta see some. J-Lo.
J-Lo.
That works. Add some swirl.
That adds some swirl, right?
Some spice.
When you hear music from people she's dated, and then we're gonna leave Ciara soon. Do you cringe? Does it make you go?
Nah, it don't make me go because it's in the past. You got to think about. I got kids, so
yeah.
Anytime my kids running around the house, what does she feel like that about my kids? And they in my life. Her past is no longer her future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in the future, and so when she see my kids, there's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
That reflection of me, and can always remind her of their mother.
Yeah.
It's just like why she gonna be like, every time she see my kids gonna be mad. Like it's something that you have to get over. You have to move forward.
Oh, I like that.
You know what? You mentioned your kids, and that had me thinking, and I think a lot of women would want to know this. You didn't marry your kid's mother. What was it about Ciara then that made you say, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person? What was so different?
I felt like at the pace that I was moving and being in the music industry, she understood me. For me to be focused, somebody have to understand me, understand my grind, understand my passion. You know what I'm saying? We share the same passion, share the same love interest for this music, and she understands. You know what I mean? When you're not always there. Some people, when they grow with you, it's just hard for them to just give that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So you think it's hard then, especially for artists now that's listening, when they're in a relationship and they trying to build on this music career, it's hard on your relationship. You know, if you got kids and stuff.
I feel like it just to each his own. To each his own. You got to find a way to balance it out.
You know, Future is here. We're gonna open up the phone lines. 888-742-3345. Man, he was in Atlanta last night.
Yeah.
Was he?
Got to New York. When did you get to New York?
I was on the first flight. I had to go. We left the club at 3. Had to be on flight at 5.
At 5 in the morning, and now he's here with us today. And man, you got a track on your album called "Never Satisfied," right?
Yeah.
And that's featuring Drake. And it's really rare you could get Drake to do a any type of feature on your album unless he really is feeling you. I want to ask you about that relationship. Let's play the song. We're going to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. Man, Future is here, man. One of the things I like about the album is a lot of times, I'm a music enthusiast. I studied this. We have Philip Bailey from Earth, Wind & Fire in here last week.
Wow.
You know that is, right? And one of the things that the greats did that I'm starting to see artists in hip-hop do more often now is they have certain level of continuity in their sound and their music. It sounds like, I was taught in English when you write a paragraph, if you took the first sentence of a paragraph and the last sentence of a paragraph and put them together, it'll still make sense, And so I feel the same way in a sense with albums. You could take the first song and put it to the last song, and it should still make sense. Exactly. That continuity. Is that what you were working on for so long?
For so long, exactly.
Yeah.
For you to study the game, then you pass the test with 100.
There it is, right there, right?
Yep. Because I wanted to sequence the album and make sure everything coexists. You know what I'm saying, with each other throughout the whole entire album. It wasn't about one song; it's about the whole project,
the whole body of work. This song with Drake is great to hear. I got to come out to see you guys on tour together. And one of the things I noticed about you were opening for Drake, but you performed like you were the headliner. I was in Phoenix when you guys went out to Phoenix. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And this is interesting too, because I remember we reported here about the Billboard interview that you did. And I'm touching on all these things because we haven't seen you in a while. And there was a comment that was made in the interview. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
What was the comment and how was it? Was it taken out of context?
Yeah, it was taken out of context because before that, I said something, and afterwards they only printed what that part of the story, what I was telling them. But at the same time, we moved past that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was easy. Like I was on the tour, we had a great time, sold out show.
The comment was about you. The way they misconstrued it was you said you want to make music that make people want to fall in love.
Yeah,
you know, and the way they printed it is that you said that with Drake album didn't necessarily.
That I was really, they was trying to say that I said I was better than him.
Yeah, right.
Oh wow!
In so many words, you know what I'm saying.
The moment that you and him first talked, what did you say to him? How did you explain that?
The first time we talked, we was on tour.
Yeah.
The first day on tour, he was like, Drake wanted to talk to you. Come in the room. So when he came in, I was like, man, you ain't even got to explain. It's just, let's just get it done. He was like, I feel you. And we really didn't ever go back and forth over it because I was there. I was like, there's nothing we can say to each other right now. You know what I'm saying, about the past. We here, it's over, it's done. Like, let's move on, move forward.
And he was with that.
Yeah, he was with that.
You'd be surprised, you know, with Drake, that tour I went to in Phoenix, him and I had a real long conversation that I never revealed to anyone. Kelly was there with us too, and it was one of the most. After talking with him then, I told him, man, I just kind of want to step back and be a fan of what you do, you know, and not bring the business up in it. I don't care if we don't sit down and do interviews necessary for you. I just want to watch you grow and watch you evolve because that dude is really a nice guy, right? You know, what did you discover about him on tour?
Man, he just he focused.
Yeah,
focused.
Very focused.
He know where he want to go. He know what he got to do to get there.
When did y'all record this song?
We recorded the same night we recorded Good Cushion Alcohol. We recorded another record that I put on a mixtape called For Real, and we recorded Never Satisfied. That's the same night he came up with Started From the Bottom. Started From the Bottom.
So you were in the studio when he came up with that?
No, I kept telling him Started From the Bottom. When we was playing beats, we was going through beats. I was telling my engineer Started From the Bottom, and it just inspired him to write the song.
And that's where it came from?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Damn, did you hear that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, I didn't know that.
Right.
Was I supposed to know that?
Yeah, you supposed to know
I was supposed to know that? Oh, okay, all right. My
We really wasn't putting it out there, but I know I got asked about it a few times when I just answered it. But
yeah,
that's how it happened.
Okay, Futures, I want to take a few questions from the audience, too, while we got you here. This is interesting. Tiger's in California. Tiger, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. How's it going, Sway?
What's happening, homie?
Hey, I had a question for Future. I know he makes great beats, got great sound. I was just wondering what sort of DAW or digital audio workstation or synths and VSTs he's working with to make his sounds.
Oh, producer talk.
Man, I'm not for sure with that. That's the engineer. I have a great relationship with my engineer, and I trust him.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Okay. All right. All right, we got P from Texas on the line. Go ahead, P.
Hey, what's happening, Future? Shay 45. Good morning.
What's good, bro?
Say, man, I want to know how you feel about, you been in it for a minute. Back when, when you was in the dungeon and all that, people talking about you ain't lyrical. And, you had a lot of people pushing you down, man. I just want to know how you feeling now that you at the top. I mean, are them people trying to get with you now, the same people trying to put you down back then?
At the end of the day, for my first song, when I first made my hit, I knew what I could do, you know what I'm saying? I know the type of artist that I am. I know the caliber of music that I can come with, and I know I can continue to do it. I was born to make music, and when you got a gift for something, you just got to know how to utilize it. And when I found the way to utilize it and just make the most of my opportunity, I know I'm an artist, I have to stay in the studio and create all the time. You know what I'm saying? If I was to lay off and not go to the studio, then all those he say, she says, it might would have came true, but I know the work that I was putting in.
There it is. All right. We got Alan from Detroit. Say hello to Future. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good.
What's going on, Future?
What's good?
Hey, Alan, did you get the album yet?
Oh, I got it last night. You know it.
All right, my man. Okay.
Appreciate that.
What you think of it?
I appreciate it. I loved it, man. I loved it. I love the new sound that's coming from the South. I really love Future re-energized Southern rap, man. I love it.
I appreciate it.
All right.
My question is, Future, how do you deal with the duality of being just a human being as well as a superstar?
You have to just stay in the studio as much as possible, man, and block it out because there's so much to get in your way if you let it. But you got to just stay focused and stay creating. And music got me here, so music could keep me here.
Hey, Alan, thanks for your call, man. I want to get all the citizens to make sure they purchase the album, too. It's called Honest. Man, I wish we had more time, Future, but, man, you're always welcome to come back and hang out with us, bro.
Hey, man, there's always love.
Man, there's always love.
Honest.
I'm going to see. That's honest? You mean honest?
Honest.
All right, man. I'll see you later on today at MTV, right?
Yeah.
You guys coming up to MTV? Is that still happening? All right, thank you, Chauncey. Chauncey's here. Y'all know Chauncey, right? Probably not. All right, there's a song called Ben's Friends.
Sway. Gosh.
Featuring, Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what was it like jumping on stage with them, man, during the Coachella, bro?
Man, it was unreal. Being up there with my favorite group of all times, like, I don't have words to explain it.
Yeah.
I don't have really too many words, man. It's a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can never relive, you know what I mean? I want to get back on the stage with them, try to get on the stage with a couple more festivals. I know they're doing shows, so it'll be great if I can come back out.
Well, they're doing a Hangout Fest with us over at MTV in Alabama in a couple of weeks, man.
Yeah.
Try to get on that.
But I'm going to be on tour. I think I'm on tour that day, the day that y'all actually doing the show. That's my first day of the tour.
Oh, that's your first day of the tour?
Yeah.
Okay, get your money. I'm just trying to be honest. All right, Future.
You're listening to Sway in the morning
on Shea 45.